Okay, the third task, 10 things about you. Okay, 10 things I love about you, 10 things I hate about you. Now in separate parent, coach groups, player groups, or maybe even collectively, go through this game, play it, have a little bit of fun, okay? Write it down. What do you love about the coaches? What do you hate about the coaches? Coaches, what do you love about parents? What do you hate about parents? An opportunity to sort of investigate and explore the different perceptions from either angle so that we can try and get to those 3 C's, that coherence, that clarity, that communication. Okay, so some research on this has suggested there are some common issues that have come up as David has explored these in his own research. Okay, coaches not returning parents' calls, coaches not selecting a player, coaches not doing what they should be doing. Okay, these are all opinions of these are all parents' views. Okay, coaches not doing enough to help, and coaches not being there. Okay, so these are some common themes that have been turning up as players and parents have gone through this. Okay, equally important, vice versa, parents calling coaches and advising them how to coach their child. Parents calling to ask why their son, in this case, hasn't been selected. Parents calling external practitioners, strength and conditioning coaches, psychologists, nutritionists. What are they doing to help? What are you doing to help my son's development? And players looking over to parents for reactions after every run, pass, tackle. Okay, you probably remember the parents on the sideline that tell the player to move left, move right, go forward, make the tackle, okay, hit them hard, all those sorts of things that we're aware of. Okay, and finally, parents undermining coaches' input. Now, a colleague of ours did some research in tennis around this, and she asked the group of parents to come up with their list. She took that list of the parents' concerns over to the coaches and said, these are what the parents are worried about, these are what the parents are asking. The coaches took a look at it and said, no, they're not. They're not interested in that. They're not bothered about that. It's got nothing to do with them. That's not of concern to them. Okay? She stood there and went, but this is what the parents have said. Okay, and that example there really sort of demonstrates the idea of the need to sort of get those 3 C's into position, okay, that clarity, that cohesion, allowing that communication so that as a group you can all aim to help that player's development as a triad. Okay, so some of the worst behaviours that you may see, living your dream through your child. We played well today. We're going to get that scholarship. Okay, having different goals from the player. It may be to get them to the highest level for external values, for maybe monetary values, contracts. As junior sport starts to become more professionalised, these are issues that do occur. Okay, treating the player differently after a good or poor performance. They come off the pitch after a great performance, your high fives, hugs, really happy, really upbeat. Okay, walking away with them. A poor performance, you're 10 metres ahead of them, storming to the car. They haven't got a clue what's going on. They're dragging all the kit with them. Okay, questioning and undermining the coach, and physical displays of displeasure. Anything from sort of shouting at them for making the wrong decision in the match, even bad body language. Okay, you could be stood there with your arms folded, bit of a pout on your face. The player looks over, what am I doing wrong? You could be happy, you could be enjoying the game, but is that what they're seeing? Is that what they're perceiving? Okay, so how does this make players feel? Okay, they might feel you don't trust them. They only love you only love them if they're winning. It's stressful and confusing having multiple coaches. My coaches are telling me one thing, maybe my parents are trying to coach me as well, players in the squad. Okay, all that sort of stuff that goes against that cohesion. My squad are making fun of me. I wish my mum or dad would leave me alone a little. Okay, I have to perform, it needs to be perfect. And finally, I hope that's good enough. That expectation that they feel like they might be being judged. Okay, so some common issues, expectations, comparisons. Okay, you might be expecting them to do well, you might be comparing them to other players. They may have siblings at home that are playing the sport, are they being compared to them? Or even if they're not being compared to, they feel that they could be being compared to those. Okay, outcome judgments, motivation, whose goal is it anyway? Blurred lines, okay, is it a coaching parent, a parenting coach? Trying to distinguish between those 2 roles. So what can parents and coaches do in order to aid their players' development? Make sport fun, build motivation and self-esteem, the stuff David talked about growth mindsets, encouraging them to think further ahead in their development, to strive, to keep going, to encourage failure. Give that gift of failure. Challenge them to be better, challenge them to try harder, challenge them to work hard. Don't threaten them. Okay, stress the process, not the outcome, touching again on what David mentioned earlier, and give the player a perspective on life. Okay, so there is help out there.